G'day, I'm John. I just wanted to make this quick video showing and explaining the exhaust system I've had fitted to my Hyundai Venue. The video format is going to be, I'm going to sort of go across the car, sort of show you important things you need to know about the Hyundai Venue, because your Venue may have a different engine to mine, which will affect the sound and you know, a few other things, but I'll go through that quickly. And then I'll, you know, show you some sound clips of it, see what it sounds like, just using my smartphone as a recorder. So just keep in mind that any video you see on YouTube, if they've been just recorded with the phone, you won't really hear the true tone, like the low frequency deepness or bassiness of it generally. So just keep that in mind, but I'll be showing you sound clips at the end. I'm just going to quickly give you my thoughts on it. Okay, this is going to be very quick. I just want to go across some things that no YouTube video mentions this, and I feel like it's very important to know. I'm in Australia, if you can't tell by my accent, and this engine here is not the engine you guys in Canada and America and a few other places get. This is an old Hyundai G4FG engine that they have been using since 2010. That's the engine we got in Australia. You guys in America got a different engine. Yes, you heard that right. In America, North America, a few other places, Canada as well, you guys got a different engine. You got the Smartstream engine, which is a 1.6 litre, as well as this one. This is a 1.6. The Smartstream engine is a newer engine by Hyundai. I presume the reason they went with that engine in America is for emissions regulations. That must be a different CO2 output or something like that. I'm not sure. If anyone does know, do let me know. But they've gone with a different engine, so I reckon it's the G4FM you guys got elsewhere, not in Australia. The exhaust system though seems to be exactly the same on both models, so this is very relevant no matter where you are, other than India. I know India got all sorts of different engines, so it'll be somewhat different. So you just need, that's an important note you want to know, is the engine is somewhat different, but the exhaust system, the factory exhaust layout, is exactly the same. And I will go across that with you I'll go across with you right now and show you about that. Just with most modern petrol cars, the standard exhaust manifold and the main cat are integrated together right up near the engine. That's the same with this car, and that's all factory. Now what I'll come under the car and show you. That flange, where are we? Can you? Yep, that flange there. You can see the connection. That's where the, you know, your exhaust manifold and cat bolt onto the rest of the exhaust system. I'm obviously going to show you what you want. The exhaust setup, how it is, I'll show you under the car now. You'll then be able to hear it, and then I'll tell you some little details about it that you definitely want to know. Firstly, so that's a Cannon rear muffler that I've replaced the standard one with. So that's a HKS 3203-EX023 muffler. So that's what we call a Cannon style muffler. It's the actual muffler body is 14 inches long. It doesn't stick out past the rear bumper, which I think is probably a good idea. All right. So from the muffler back, I've had my local exhaust shop make up a custom 2 1/4 inch mild steel press bent exhaust. So it goes out of the back of the muffler, up and over the axle as the standard one did, makes its way towards the front. I'm actually going to just move the camera. All right, sorry about that. All right, so the 2 1/4 inch pipe continues on again over the rear axle, so it comes along. It then goes into this 16 inch long 4.5 inch round SP Mufflers Resonator. SP Mufflers is a company out of Australia that manufacture their own mufflers in Australia, which is cool. So that's what that is. It's a 16-inch long and 4.5-inch, I guess, in diameter resonator. So that's there. The custom exhaust continues its way forward up to the flange where it connects up to the, you know, the standard manifold and catalytic converter. All right, now what's you need to know is from factory, the Hyundai Venue, the exhaust is about 1 3/4 to 2 inches, I reckon. I'm not exactly sure, but it's somewhere in that range. 1.75 inch to 2 inches thick or in diameter. In that location there, just after the manifold / cat flange, you have there's normally a very small secondary cat. So in this case, we've deleted it. There's an 8-inch long little resonator as well, which has obviously been replaced by this big unit. And then it would go to the factory muffler on the back, which is massive. So in this case, we've replaced the rear muffler, the pipework, the resonator, and deleted the secondary cat. So in summary, it's a good system. It sounds great. Like, it has that nice deep 4-cylinder sound that you would expect. So it sounds good. The idle is nice and deep, and you can hear that. You know, it's plenty loud. It's not like crazy loud scooting around town and stuff. Just driving normally. Because this one's an automatic, it has that sort of droney effect as it's going through the gears, but you know, not terrible. It's just what you would expect from an automatic. But yeah, it's good. The only complaint, or the only thing issue I have with it is, like, when you're out on the highway doing 80 kilometers an hour, it's fine. You can really hardly hear the exhaust. But when you get up to like 100 kilometers an hour, 110 kilometers an hour, the volume of the exhaust it's just a bit too much. Like, you're forced to turn up the stereo a fair bit to hear it over the exhaust. Like, it's not droney or annoying and such. It's just loud out on the highway. In which case, I would be tempted to probably try a bigger body muffler on the back to try and get that excess volume down. Maybe a slightly bigger resonator, but yeah, if you're not worried about the sound on the highway and you're just scooting around town wanting a cool sounding exhaust, this is the way to go, I reckon. Thanks for watching. If there's enough interest in this video, I'll make a follow-up video on the next exhaust I do for this car. No worries.